Hi Capricorn, this is a general reading for the second half of March. It will be focused on your energy. I view the tarot more as a psychological tool rather than a way of fortune telling or reading other people's thoughts. So for more info about that, you can check the link below. And let's get started. So in the recent past, we've got the Fool, Eight of Cups in reverse, Page of Pentacles, and the Tower. I feel like you've had a need to break free in the recent past. Break free from your job, your relationship, or whatever has been keeping you in a stagnant state. And it's like you want to do things that people in your environment or society considers crazy, naive, stupid, whatever you want to call it. But you've had this childlike enthusiasm that pushes you to just take a leap of faith and enter something new. So with that comes the need to let go of other people's expectations of you because they are so opposite to what you want to do right now. And there is this need to just leave everything behind and move on and do your thing. But I think you can't quite do that yet. And I get it, because sometimes the things we have to leave behind are very, very dear to us. Like, you might want to go abroad to study and you have to leave your house, your family, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. And it can be difficult. But right now, this is what your heart desires. But at the same time, what happened? I'm very dark. Okay, I'm continuing. At the same time, your heart is attached to all of those people and situations that are keeping you there, right where you are. So you don't quite know which way to go. But the enthusiasm is there. It's there with the Page of Pentacles, the enthusiasm to create, to work, and you feel like you now have finally the enthusiasm of a young child combined with the knowledge and the wisdom that you have gained through these past years of your life that have been quite tricky and testing for you. So it's like you're this game. I don't know if most of you have this game where there are some people pulling one edge of a rope and there are others pulling the other edge, and whoever falls down, the other team wins. So it's like you are this rope right now, and from the one side there is this crazy ideas in your head and your enthusiasm and your need to create and grow pulling you. And then there is all your attachments and the expectations people you love have of you. And something is going to collapse. The rope can be pulled in two sides for much longer. There's a Tower moment. Here in your past, it might have already happened. It might have happened inside your head and not have yet shown its results. But something will have to give. And I think that that will be all of these attachments and all of the views you had held for so long that were mandated by society, your family, whoever. And you now realize that they are not your worldview and that you are not obliged to comply with them any longer. You can just go out there and live your life and be happy. And we have the sun in the present. Queen of Swords in reverse. Libra energy could also be air or Virgo. I feel like this energy is something that is part of what needs to be left behind. It could be a person in your life, a spouse, a mother, a very logical and proper person that right now doesn't really go well with all of this that is happening inside your head. It could be a part of you, your logical and analytic side, and the side that always wants to be correct and very poised and very proper. And you're like, no, now it's not a question of logic. Now it's just a question of doing what makes me feel good and chasing my happiness in whatever way. Wow, it's the same person. Oh my God. This is the first time I'm noticing this. The Fool, which is the first card in this deck, and the Sun, which is the card before last, before the World. It's the same guy. He started off on his journey knowing nothing about where it would take him. And look where he got. Dancing under the sun. That's so nice. I like it. It gives me hope. So, I think that logic and hyperanalysis from wherever it may come needs to be set aside for the time being, or it will be set aside for the time being. And if it is coming from a person, or even from a part of you, I think it will make you a bit sad. 5 of Cups, and that's normal. When you let things go, of course, you have to mourn them because you didn't have them there just for fun. You loved those things, even if there were qualities like logic or people in your life. You loved them, and now you have to mourn them. But you have to remember every time when you're in this 5 of Cups energy that you have things. I mean, you cry over 3 spilled cups. They couldn't give you anything more. You have other things that you just have to turn your gaze and look at and work upon, and they can help you continue. You have your enthusiasm right now. You have this ability and need to create and grow. So don't cry too much. Mourn, but, don't let it bring you back to the point of stagnancy and immobility. And I don't think you will. The Hermit. I think that in the present you're going about on your journey to find what you're seeking. It's like you are both the Fool and the Hermit right now. First, there is the spark that says, here something is off, I have to go. But you don't quite know where you're going or why you're going there. And through this journey and through the things you lose in this, you become wiser and wiser, and you turn up as this guy now, alone in the desert, in the wasteland actually, that is seeking his purpose and has his inner light to guide him. And I think you're gonna follow your inner light right now, because actually things are very, very dark in the world. This wasteland the Hermit is, it looks a bit post-apocalyptic, and I don't know where you are right now in the world, but there are some places that have quite fallen apart and are looking post-apocalyptic. So don't worry. The world is going crazy. What can you do? You started off as crazy, and now you're the hermit in the crazy world. It's lonely. It's hard. It's very difficult roaming the desert in your torn up clothes and seeking your way and your light and your truth. But sometimes it's the only thing you can do. And you can't hold on to things that do not serve you. I mean, look at him. He has left everything behind. The only thing he has is his star and his, how is it called? Wand? Anyway. Let it go, Capricorn. Four of Pentacles. Let go of the things that are holding you back. Let go of your money concerns. Let go of all that. Let go of trying to make things happen and combine things that are just can't go together. I mean, I think that in the recent future you will have an attempt at making a magician in reverse here, at trying to make things work together that shouldn't. Like you try to keep your attachments and at the same time be the fool and do your thing. This doesn't work. For it to work, you need to let everything go. Don't waste your magician energy on stuff like that. Don't get lost in the chaos of the possibilities again and say, fuck, why? I want to live happy, but why can't I have that as well? Don't focus your energy on things that you know right now aren't going to be of service to you. Because it will just distance you from your true self. The Devil in reverse here. It's a Capricorn card, Capricorn energy. It's a very tricky card because the Devil, usually we associate it with something negative. But it has two faces. It has all these creativity to it and passion and truthfulness. After all, people could say that the Devil is the truer face of God, the face that is out there, the face that seeks the knowledge, the face that seeks the purpose. And it's also the face that gets stuck. It's also the energy that traps itself and others into their, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, when fixations, yeah. Don't waste your manifestation energy on parts of yourself that you have seen don't work for you. Don't waste your manifestation energy on your fixations. You have the new and the past right now. Which one are you going to stay focused on? Usually when we stay focused on the past, it doesn't turn out very well, and you have learned that. So you don't need to go back to that sort of thing. I know it's hard and it's very difficult. I mean, we are Capricorns after all. Imagine the goat. The goat is just there, very pushy and persistent, and it's very difficult for a Capricorn to let go of their stuck ideas and fixations and whatever you want to call it. But that's the purpose of all this journey. That's the purpose of all that is happening in your head. That's the purpose of all of these past months. That's the lessons that you have come out of with. And in the end, that is what will bring the success that you're seeking. The way. This is what will help you see your way clearly and let others see it as well. And from here, where you were just a crazy person that started off on a journey for God knows where and to do what God knows what, you will return as a winner. And people will see it, but first you have to kill part of yourself. And it's that part that allows tremendous wastes of energy on things that you know don't serve your purpose right now. Bottom of the deck is Temperance in reverse and the Chariot in reverse. I think that it will be some time. I mean, you will see signs of recognition, but it will be some time for it to all come together and for you to actually see where this way is going and what is your place in this chaotic universe. But you are working towards that goal, and it might seem hard at times and you might not realize it, and you might be very impatient, but impatience is just another aspect of yourself that maybe needs to be left out right now. It's there. The stability and the perfect balance and the movement is there. It will just take a little longer, and you have to be okay with that. Okay? That's it for today, Capricorn. Love you. Bye.